Hello everyone, welcome back to Fight Tonight channel. Friends, before starting to watch this video, I would like to ask you to subscribe to my channel. Thanks for supporting me, guys. Gervonta Davis trainer makes sleep prediction for Canelo Alvarez versus Jermell Charlo. Canelo Alvarez will put his super middleweight titles on the line when he faces Jermell Charlo later this month, and Calvin Ford believes there will be an emphatic ending. Charlo is moving up 2 weight classes for the biggest fight of his career, and the huge size difference expected on the night makes Canelo a decent favorite. Ford, the trainer of Gervonta Davis, has become one of the smartest voices on boxing in recent times, and he thinks the fight will end by knockout. Charlo is eager to show that he belongs in the same class as Canelo, but Ford says that both men have something to prove when the first bell finally sounds on September 30. When you look at Canelo's last 3 performances, he didn't look like himself, said Ford. Charlo has something to prove and Canelo has something to prove. Does he still have the legs to continue doing what he is been doing to get him where he at? Somebody is going to sleep, Ford said. How Floyd Mayweather discovered Gervonta Davis is unbelievable. Floyd Mayweather discovering Gervonta Davis as a future multi-weight champion is a remarkable story in its own right. Having been involved in a fight of the highest magnitude, the press tour for that super fight led to a chance meeting with a young fighter. The rest, as they say, is history. Mayweather has recalled many times how a meeting with the young boxer in 2013 during his tour with Canelo Alvarez eventually meant a promise fulfilled. The 5-weight world title holder offered a unique story of how he took Davis under the Mayweather promotion banner. Davis, himself now a multi-division ruler, came onto Mayweather's radar after a photo op 6 years ago. At the time, Davis was just a young kid with big dreams. Mayweather saw something special and made the boy a promise when he became a man. When Davis was a kid, I remember when I was on tour with Canelo. A young kid came up to me and asked for an autograph, to sign his phone and take a picture, recalled Mayweather. Then I saw something special in him when he came to my gym a couple of times. He was undefeated as a pro after a few fights. I said in 2 years I can make you a world champion. And we did it. On taking Davis to Georgia for events that have turned out to be massive for the state, Mayweather added, "This is great, and it's not just about boxing being in one place. It's about thinking outside the box, so I said, why not? Atlanta is a great place with so many beautiful people. It's just a great city. But it's all about taking chances and rolling the dice. And it's the same thing I did in my career. I took chances and rolled the dice. There is a lot of great talent that comes out of Atlanta. A lot of great boxing talent," stated the pound-for-pound king. Despite the recent split promotion, Davis and Mayweather remain close. They still lean on each other occasionally after parting company in a business sense. In addition, Davis has signs taking control of his destiny and made waves on pay-per-view, which Mayweather will undoubtedly feel he had a huge hand in. The next move will be another massive event for Davis, with Mayweather remaining just a phone call away from the once boy who became a man under the former champion's wing. Sean O'Malley on targeting Gervonta Davis. "I am planting the seeds. We can have a Conor Floyd situation." UFC Batmanweight champion Sean O'Malley has once again expressed his desire to get in the ring with boxing superstar Gervonta "Tank" Davis. Last month in Boston, in the aftermath of his second-round knockout of Aljamain Sterling at UFC, O'Malley called for a future showdown with Davis. At the post-fight press conference, O'Malley explained that he is planting the seeds to create another crossover financial blockbuster, like Floyd Mayweather vs Conor McGregor. Back in 2017, Mayweather came out of retirement to face McGregor in a boxing match. At the time, McGregor was the UFC's biggest star. Mayweather would break down McGregor and stop him in the 10th round. The event itself was one of the most financially successful ventures in the combat sports history, with over 4 million purchases on pay-per-view. We are both undefeated boxers. It just makes sense. That's what you do when you are both undefeated boxers. You go out there and you see who's the best. Before that, I was calling out Ryan Garcia and Gervonta Davis before they fought. Gervonta beat Ryan, and it's just a fight I would like in the future, O'Malley told. I am not calling for it next. I'm not saying these things happening next. I need to go out there, knock out my next guy. He needs to go out there, continue to build himself, and then we can have a Conor Floyd situation. I am not as big as Conor right now. He is not as big as Floyd. So I'm just planting the seed, letting it grow. O'Malley has already discussed the possibility of facing Davis with UFC Executive Vice President and Chief Business Officer Hunter Campbell. I talked to Hunter before about the fight, O'Malley said. He said, hey, listen, if it's a big enough fight, the UFC is gonna wanna do it. Shakur Stevenson next fight. Rising star to battle Frank Martin for vacant WBC lightweight title, peer reports. Stevenson is back in action before the close of 2023 in a major step-up bout against another top contender. The WBC lightweight championship will be up for grabs before the end of this year, when Shakur Stevenson battles Frank Martin in the bout, which multiple reports state was agreed to by all parties involved. Does it have a date or location officially announced of either November 16 in Las Vegas or December 9 in New York are both in play, according to ESPN. The WBC title is available after the sanctioning body moved former undisputed champion Devin Haney to champion in the recess status, as Haney moves up to super lightweight in pursuit of a title fight with Regis Prograis. Haney has formally requested to retain all 4 of his lightweight world championships despite his move. The fight between Stevenson and Frank Martin is a good one in a competitive lightweight division. At just 26 years old, Stevenson has already won world titles at featherweight and super featherweight, and is viewed as an elite talent who may become one of the stars of the sport in coming years. Stevenson debuted at 135 pounds in April, dominating Shoichiro Yoshino for a 6th-round stoppage to advance his record to 20-0. Martin has never fought for a world title but has been one of the hiding gems of the lightweight division in recent years, with dominant wins over fringe contenders such as Jackson Mariñez and Michael Rivera. In Martin's most recent outing, he struggled more than expected to edge out a narrow unanimous decision over unheralded Artem Khoronityan to move to 18-0 as a professional. While Khoronityan was surprisingly tricky, Martin was able to turn up the heat in the later rounds to secure the win in what was a WBC championship eliminator. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel.